Hello, this is Jake Light, gaming lawyer at your service. We are back again with the Great Ace Attorney, and it seems like we are not really reaching the climax yet. There is always some sort of inconsistency happening, and it doesn't seem like our defendant is telling the truth, and doesn't seem as innocent as I feel now. So in any case, we'll see what happens. Be careful, Miss Naruto, blah blah blah. Okay, oh, this is the same thing. The courtroom was filled with smoke, and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and in all the chaos, it could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. Are you wise? What are you trying to pull, you rotten, feckless gouger? Feckless? Gouger? What are those words? I'm a Nipponese. I do not know what they mean. You're supposed to be defending me. 'Tis a wicked plot. 'Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is.
Objection!
Whatever you think it is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus. Inconsistencies such as? To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seats. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I've said, it was not present at the start of the trial this morning.
Unfortunately, Lord Van Zix, no one is able to corroborate your claims.
That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut.
Accordingly, I'm afraid to say we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not.
Indeed, my lord. No doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things. What do you think? Sorry? About the omnibus. Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus? What would be the unusual thing? I have no idea. If I'm honest, I don't remember what I examined within that omnibus. I can't verify this either way. My lord, at this moment in time, can point out one other inconsistency. A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial.
What?
Miss Sutato, what are you doing? I examined the omnibus with you, don't forget. There's something that seems out of place compared to how the carriage looked originally. That's what we need to identify now. What in the devil's name are you going to say now? If you dare to betray me, you little maggot, you better start watching your back. Silence, McGilded. The court awaits the defense clarification. This trial keeps swinging one way and the other. I have no idea what's true and what's deception. Sorry, wait a moment, I need to drink. So it's killing me doing Van Ziek's voice. How am I supposed to believe you here?
I shall have to ask you to elaborate, Counsel. Where exactly is this alleged mark that you claimed to blur at some point during the trial?
The floor, I guess. That's blood, isn't it? Is something wrong? Oh, it's just, well, this blood stain is so obvious, that's all. Yet Van Zieks has made no mention of it. I suppose that does seem a little strange. Why do I have such a bad feeling about this?
Got it!
If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, we would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this blood stain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom.
Good Lord!
Yes.
Yes, I do believe you're correct, Counsel.
Well said. Although, as an advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue. I believe that blood stain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine, or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. Oh yeah, so the defendant really is the murderer. This trial is over. Mr. McGilded? I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but it's over now. But you're the defendant. 'Tis over, I tell ye. Memory, recollection. What people think they nerdy saw, this all the nonsense. Facts are what counts. The fact is, bloodstain is there. No. Oh well. You're scaring me, Mr. McGilded. Over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been, that good-for-nothing rip-off the Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. I'm scandalized, so I am. I thought better of Lord Van Zieks. Well, my lord,
I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence.
well, I have a suggestion, my lord. Why as we test the blood stain, whether it's actually blood?
And in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue.
Your lordship can't be serious.
Lord Van Zieks, what is your position?
The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present.
Very well. In that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my adjudication. As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first.
What formality? As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGill will be found not guilty. Yes, which would mean we've won. Is that really the right outcome here? Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now? With all these unexplained inconsistencies.
Counsel for the defense. Your closing statement, please.
Yes, my lord. The defense believes the defendant couldn't be guilty. I am here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGill. However, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to the defendant's innocence.
What are you saying, man?
Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there is also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent.
Good. Gracious me. Order! Order! This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accused innocence into question. Are you of sound mind?
Oh, it was a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was a grand decision. What? I must say, I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle at the end there, but still, here, have this for your troubles. Ah, your job here is done, fella. Some fine work you've done. So you have. What do you mean? It is just as the right honorable gentleman so succinctly put it before. Trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was a, how did you put it now? Nothing more than a formality. Yep, he's evil. Super evil.
I really don't know what to make of all this. Was there evidence recently genuine or was it fake?
His lordship would be fuming. Any unsightly rubbish should be disposed of properly, as I said.
A stinking rich owl is guilty of something. You mark my words.
I feel terribly ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us a lovely park. Now that
Now that proceedings have unfolded this way, I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea.
I thank you kindly, my lord.
I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court.
But we still haven't determined if the bloodstained omelet is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth.
Lord Van Zix.
My lord.
The case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place.
Huh? What? My sincerest apologies, my lord.
Objection.
But wait. When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zix ordered evidence to be secured.
I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter.
That's so unfair.
The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to offer judgment.
What? Well, Lord Van Zix, it's been a pleasure. It has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
Do you mean to tell me this has all been a grand waste of time?
'Tis the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law. Magnus McGilded. Good grief, you've had much to say to me, have you? Just one thing. A warning. This is far from over. Well, something to be looking forward to then. Wah ha 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 ha.
I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded, not guilty.
No, I guess there's a part 2 to this whole thing. Interesting. I can't believe it! This is an horror! What are you talking about? His innocent! With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, Judge delivered his verdict. My first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end, with the defendant being found not guilty. Ostensibly a victory for us. Or is it? Interesting. This is like one of the previous Ace Attorney games, where the defendant was the murderer, and it was very, very hard to prove. That certainly was a long trial. Ah, yes, it was. Your first ever trial on foreign soil and your first victory was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations. And to you, Miss Masasato, thank you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy. The trouble is we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened. Well, we didn't have enough time. But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that. The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty to the perfection. Hey, that you did. Mr. McGilded. And that girl is with him too. Well, it seems the stories are true. Oh, what stories? About the 6 enormous fireworks they do be letting off when there's a verdict of not guilty. I'm sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, when you say. Yes, definitely. I heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was. I feel to thank, I suppose, for having an opportunity to see it. Well, I don't know about it. I'm not sure I really did anything. What on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out there a free man then? I don't think it was so much as to thanks to me as down to your planning. You're a straight-talking fella, aren't you? Must say, you had me straight in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong, and 'tis water under the bridge. Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared. But nothing's resolved. There's only one thing that matters to me. Oh? Hey. They've all seen that I didn't do an odious and obscene deed. This grand, is it not? I suppose it is. Now the fine fellas of Scotland Yard can take matters in hand and sort out any wee details. They'll see what it's for. They'll see it for what it is. They'll get to the truth. I have certainly faith in them, so I have. After all, I do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes I pay. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. It's not that funny. So then, do we agree a full hand? 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella. Oh no, I couldn't possibly accept that much. Ah, be wheezed, you be a humble people, are ye? You're from the east. Well, if you insist, but have this, stand all, you deserve a reward.
Mr. Marcus McGilded. Everything is ready, sir. You'd like to follow me into the courtroom.
Into the courtroom?
What's this, officer? It's sooner than I was led to believe. I hope it's not inconvenient, sir. There were some changes to the schedule.
Well, I must be making tracks now. It's time for the inspection.
Sorry? What inspection?
They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told, and asked if I could be present for it myself. They're going to examine it again? They're going to examine it again? Now? Naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part in any more of this matter now. As an upstanding member of the London Society, I will be doing my best to help here. This gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, very well. It was an absolute pleasure meeting you. I hope you have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain. And there he goes, a free man. Oh, I forgot she was there too.
Don't shoot me!
Don't move! Whereas I want to say get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down? You're a grown-up. Sorry? And I ate old grown-up. And I ate old grown-ups. Who is this? Oh no, this looks like a mini Sherlock Holmes. Naughty, running off like that. This is some kind of picnic. Who's this little girl now? I'm taking that with you as well. Was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Ha! Oh, do you want to play? You won't beat me. Grr. Excuse me, but who are you? Dr. Winston or something, I guess. Professor. Good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine. The inventor? Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White and more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself. Do we have to be shrouded in smoke though, at all? I just took my eyes off it for a moment while I was changing onto a different omnibus, and she pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon. A was it what? I have no idea what this girl is talking about. Anyway, you're coming with me now. Back to my laboratory. What? What for? To apologize, of course. Silly. To my technician. What? You mean say sorry? You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before. An adult? I don't listen to no adults. Come along then. Follow me. What voice am I giving this girl? Fine. Have it your way. Oh, good. You see, I knew you want to do the right thing in the end. I'm very sure that what she wants is not to get shot by that massive gun of yours. Well, we'll be leaving now then. Bye bye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss. She was a lively one. Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now, too? Yes, you're right, but where to? Oh, we haven't had time to find a place to stay. Oh, we haven't had time to stay. No sooner we had arrived in London, we had to rush here. All our traveling cases are still with the bailiff. I was originally planning to spend today in search of lodgings. But at this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck. Don't worry though, I have a plan. Worst comes to worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the night. Please tell me you're not thinking of Miss McGilded Park. I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through. I'm not so sure about that. I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easily as an elderly one. Oh dear, that doesn't sound agreeable. I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGilded down. That 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely warm room or a mansion. And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead. Just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned, the case was far from over. I guess it's a weird climate. Ooh, let's see.
What's going on? Get the fire brigade! Water! Bring water, quick! What the? How did this happen?
I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed.
No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating. No. Oh, good God. There's someone in there.
Oh!
This can't be.
I'm right, his voice is exactly like that. And Lord Van Zix is like the cooler version of Edgeworth. Sort of. Okay, is a bit early than usual, but I think this would be a good spot to end it here. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this playthrough, this episode. We are moving to the next case, it seems. I think so. Let's escape. Yep, we're moving to the next case. The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro. Right. So, thank you. Take care. Stay hopeful. but be critical. All right? Bye bye. Bye bye.